The morning arrives, but you're already exhausted, not from what happened, from what might happen. Your mind is a courtroom, prosecuting every possible failure, every conversation that could go wrong, every decision that might backfire. You rehearse disasters that haven't occurred. You prepare for battles that may never come. The Stoics faced this too. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire during plague and war. He wrote reminders to himself about managing the noise inside. Seneca was exiled, betrayed, threatened with death. He penned letters on finding calm when the world demands chaos. Epictetus survived slavery and built a philosophy on controlling what we can. They didn't eliminate anxiety. They learned to navigate it. If you're ready to stop being ruled by worry, take a moment to like and subscribe, and click that bell after subscribing to get notified when the next video drops. It helps these ancient practices reach others who are tired of anxiety stealing their peace. Today, we explore 10 Stoic strategies for reducing anxiety, not quick fixes, not temporary relief. Real tools that have survived 2,000 years because they work. Let's begin. Strategy 1. Focus on the step, not the staircase. Small things accumulate into large things. Zeno explained it as, well-being is realized by small steps, but it's no small thing. Marcus wrote, we assemble our life, action by action. Anxiety lives in the overwhelming distance between here and there. You look at everything you need to do, everything that could go wrong. The mountain looks impossible. So stop looking at the mountain. Look at the step in front of you, right now, this moment, this task. Marcus taught, concentrate like a Roman. Do this thing as if it's the only thing that exists, as if it's the last thing you'll ever do. When you're anxious about next week's presentation, don't think about the presentation. Think about preparing one slide today. When you're worried about your relationship, don't catastrophize the future. Think about showing up well in the next conversation. When health anxiety strikes, don't spiral into worst-case scenarios. Think about the walk you'll take this afternoon, the meal you'll eat mindfully. Anxiety exists in the future. Action exists now. You can't control tomorrow. You can control the next 5 minutes. Small steps, repeated, that's how you arrive. Choose the present. Strategy 2. Remember what you have, not what you lack. Marcus wrote, remember, you're lucky to be alive. Even when everything feels wrong, you are here, breathing, experiencing. There's a reason they call it the present. Anxiety narrows your vision to threats, to problems, to what's missing. Gratitude widens it. Not toxic positivity, not pretending everything is fine. Yes, this is hard. And also, look at what remains. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, not to be morbid, but to cultivate appreciation. Imagine losing what you have now. Would you wish you'd noticed it more? Your health, even if imperfect. Your people, even if complicated. The fact that you woke up today. Seneca warned against taking our blessings for granted while we have them, then mourning them desperately when they're gone. Each morning, before checking your phone, name 3 things, not grand things, small things, the coffee, the sunlight, the bed you slept in. This practice doesn't erase anxiety, it creates space around it. Anxiety whispers, everything is falling apart. Gratitude responds, look at what's still standing. And in that space, you remember, you are fortunate to be here. Strategy 3. You don't need an opinion about everything. Think about how much anxiety comes from unnecessary opinions. Someone posts something online, you form an opinion. The news reports something, you judge it. A coworker does something, you analyze it. Each opinion is weight you choose to carry. The Stoics taught, not everything requires your judgment. You can observe something and simply let it be. No label, no reaction, no story attached. It just is. When something happens, you don't need to decide if it's catastrophic or manageable. You can acknowledge, this occurred. When someone criticizes you, you don't need to determine if they're right or wrong. You can observe they have a perspective. Anxiety thrives on unnecessary opinions, on needing to figure everything out, on needing to be right, but most things will unfold whether you weigh in or not. Epictetus taught, "It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions about them." The event is neutral. Your opinion makes it good or bad. Try this. For one day, practice no opinion. When something happens, pause before judging it. Say to yourself, "I don't need an opinion about this." Notice the lightness, the mental space that opens up. Stop adding opinions you don't need. Let things exist without your commentary. Watch your anxiety decrease. Strategy 4. Stop performing for imaginary audiences. Marcus wrote, "The key to tranquility is when you stop caring what other people say, think, or do." He clarified, "Care only about what you do and say." How much anxiety comes from imagined judgment? What they'll think, how they'll react, whether they'll approve. You rehearse conversations that haven't happened. You imagine criticism that hasn't been spoken. You adjust your entire life to avoid disapproval from people who aren't even watching. The Stoics didn't say, "Ignore all feedback." They said, "Distinguish whose opinion matters, release the rest." If someone you respect offers wisdom, listen. If a stranger online criticizes you, let it pass, ignore it. Who are they to take up your time? Most people are too consumed with their own anxiety to judge yours. And those who do judge harshly, they're projecting their own fears. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more from imagination than reality." You imagine constant scrutiny. There isn't any. You imagine judgment will destroy you. It won't. Marcus said, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none know the truth." The truth is, you're doing your best. You're growing. You're trying. That's enough. Stop performing for an audience that isn't watching. Stop adjusting for approval that won't bring peace. Care about your integrity, your effort, your character. Let everything else fall away. Strategy 5. Feel it. Don't feed it. A Stoic doesn't suppress emotions. That's repression, and repression always has a cost. The Stoics processed their emotions. Socrates questioned. Seneca wrote letters. Marcus kept journals. They explored their feelings, examined them, learned from them. When anxiety hits, don't ignore it. Sit with it. Ask it questions. What am I actually afraid of? What's the worst outcome? What's in my control? Epictetus taught, observe the emotion. Don't be ruled by it. If you ignore emotions, you're putting them on credit. You're not paying now, but eventually they'll come due, with interest. Anxiety ignored becomes panic. Sadness suppressed becomes depression. Anger avoided becomes rage. So process it. Write it down, speak it aloud, name it, examine it, separate what's real from what's imagined. When anxiety rises, journal it. I'm anxious about X. Here's why. Here's what I can control. Here's what I can't. That simple act, naming, examining, separating, that's Stoic practice. The Stoics weren't emotionless, they were emotionally intelligent. They understood. You can't control feelings. You can control your response to feelings. Don't suppress. Process. Strategy. 6. Most of your fears are fiction. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than reality." Most disasters you're anxious about will never occur. You know this. You've lived it. How many catastrophes have you imagined that never materialized? Mark Twain said, "I've suffered many terrible things in my life, and some of them actually happened." Your mind is designed to predict threats. It's trying to protect you by imagining every danger. But it's not accurate. It's anxious. When you believe every worried thought, you live in a future that doesn't exist. The Stoics taught, focus on now, not because the future doesn't matter, because the future is shaped by what you do now. You can't control whether something bad happens next week. You can control how prepared you are, how you respond, how you show up. Worrying doesn't prevent disaster, it just makes you suffer twice, once in imagination, once in reality, if it even happens. When you catch yourself spiraling into what if, stop. Ask, is this happening right now? If no, return to now. What can you do in this moment? What's actually in front of you? Anxiety lives in the future. Peace lives in the present. Choose the present. Strategy 7. Harm is a story you tell yourself. The Stoics believed, no one can harm you without your consent. They can hurt you, insult you, reject you, but harm, that's a choice. Epictetus said, you are hurt the moment you believe yourself to be. Someone says something cruel, that's just information. You decide if it harms you. You decide if it defines you. Eleanor Roosevelt said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. We give away power when we let external events dictate internal state. When we let a comment ruin our day. When we let rejection define our worth. Marcus wrote, choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. This doesn't mean pretend pain doesn't exist. It means separate the event from the story about the event. Someone said something cruel, that's the event. I'm worthless is the story. You don't have to believe the story, you control your interpretation, your meaning-making, your response. When something feels harmful, pause. Ask, what story am I telling myself about this? Then ask, is that story true or just one interpretation? Most harm is self-inflicted through stories we believe. Change the story, reduce the harm. Strategy 8. Move your body, calm your mind. Nietzsche said, all truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. Seneca wrote, the mind must be given over to wandering walks. When anxiety builds, sitting with it makes it worse. Your body needs movement, your mind needs space. Walking changes your state, literally, physiologically. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the calming system. It shifts focus from internal chaos to external presence. You notice the world, the trees, the sky, the rhythm of your steps. Anxiety lives in abstraction, in spiraling thoughts. Walking grounds you in the physical, in the real. Marcus walked daily, Seneca walked, Epictetus walked, not for exercise, though that's a benefit, for clarity, for peace, for perspective. When you're overwhelmed, don't sit with it. Walk. Leave your phone. Leave your thoughts as much as you can. Just move. Just breathe. Just notice. 10 minutes, 20, however long you need, you'll return different, not because the problem changed, because you changed your relationship to it. Walking is meditation in motion, a reset button for the nervous system. Use it. Strategy 9. Write it down. Get it out. Marcus never intended his meditations to be published. He wrote to himself, processing thoughts, examining reactions, reminding himself of what mattered. Journaling isn't about perfect prose. It's about getting the noise out of your head and onto paper. When anxiety swirls in your mind, it feels massive, uncontrollable. But when you write it down, something shifts. It becomes concrete, smaller, manageable. You can look at it, examine it, see it clearly. Seneca wrote letters not just to teach, but to process, to work through struggles with words. Start simple. Each morning or evening, write 3 things. What am I anxious about today? What's in my control regarding this? What's one small action I can take? That's it. You're not solving everything. You're creating clarity. You're separating noise from signal. The Stoics knew the unexamined mind is chaotic. Journaling is examination. Taking the storm inside and organizing it into something workable. You don't need a fancy journal, a notebook, your phone. Anything works. Just write. Daily. Watch anxiety decrease as clarity increases. Strategy 10. Remember, nothing lasts forever. The Stoics practiced memento mori, remember death. Not to be morbid, but to remember everything is temporary. Your anxiety, temporary. This moment, temporary. Your life, temporary. When you remember nothing lasts forever, two things happen. First, you stop catastrophizing. Whatever you're anxious about, it won't last forever. This feeling will pass. This situation will change. Time moves forward. Second, you appreciate what you have now, the people, the moments, the simple fact that you're alive. Marcus wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. When you remember mortality, petty anxieties fall away. What matters sharpens. You speak more truth, love more deeply, worry less about irrelevant things. The Stoics didn't fear death. They used it as a clarifying lens. When anxious about something, ask, will this matter in a year, 5 years, at the end of my life? Usually the answer is no. That's not depressing. That's freeing. It means you can let it go. Focus on what actually matters. You are here now. You are alive. You have today. Don't waste it on anxiety about things that won't matter. This too shall pass. The practice. The physiological sigh. Here's a tool that works immediately, in real time. When anxiety hits, your body activates the stress response. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes shallow, mind races. You can interrupt this right now. It's called the physiological sigh. Here's how it works. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Before exhaling, take a second, smaller breath in. Sneak in a bit more air. Then exhale slowly and completely through your mouth. That's it. One cycle. The double inhale reinflates the tiny air sacs in your lungs. The long exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Your heart rate slows, your body calms, your mind clears. Do this 2 to 3 times when anxiety rises. You'll feel the shift in 20 to 30 seconds. This isn't meditation you have to schedule. This is a tool you carry everywhere. In meetings, in traffic, before difficult conversations. When panic knocks, breathe it back down. The Stoics understood. You can't always control circumstances, but you can control your breath. And your breath controls your state. Practice this now. Commit it to memory. So when anxiety comes, and it will, you're ready. Closing reflection. If this gave you clarity, please like and subscribe. Click that bell to get notified when the next video drops. Help these ancient practices reach others who are struggling silently with anxiety. If someone you know battles with anxiety, who worries daily, share this with them. Not as a fix for all their problems, but as a starting point, as proof that they're not alone and that tools exist. The world has enough anxiety. What it needs is more people who know how to manage it. You have the power to be that person, starting now, starting with the next breath. To commit to this practice, write below, "I choose calm." That phrase is your declaration. Not that anxiety won't come, it will, but that you will face it with ancient wisdom and daily practice. Thank you for your time, your attention, your courage to learn. Stay grounded, stay strong, stay true, and remember the words of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So react with wisdom, use these tools, practice daily, and reduce your anxiety starting today.